Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliana. I'm so happy you decided to stop by and click on this video. Today I just kind of wanted to chit chat with you guys and I just wanted to share with you guys just some thoughts and just, a little chit chat. So, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I have started this like little journey for my health, just to kind of better my health and just make changes. So I am working on those still. I have not drank any soda. And I'm trying, I'm really trying to change the way I look at food, the way that just the way I feel about it, but also not trying to like deprive myself and like put myself in like my hair in a place where I'm like constantly thinking about it, because that's not good either. But I just wanted to share a little bit about self-love and just like, just I guess I am a mom of two. So, and this journey that I'm on, that I started, is not just because I want to look a certain way or I mean that is part of it, but it's not like the sole reason. I do want to feel better in my own skin. I do want to feel more confident, but also it's not just for that, you know what I mean. I have a daughter who is only 3.5, and I have a son who is 11. So in part of this journey, I want to teach them and show them self-love and self, like, validation, like that they don't need validation from other people or praises from other people to find their self-worth. Obviously, when someone compliments you or someone says nice things to you, obviously that feels good, for anybody. Like, hey, you look beautiful, or hey, I like your hair, or your whatever. We like it. We all like it, human. You feel like, oh, thanks, that's so sweet of you, or nice, okay? But to not have to need it, like for myself, I can remember being so young and feeling so ugly. That's just it. I felt ugly. I felt overweight. I felt like okay, so I'm back. I'm sorry. I think you guys might be angled. There. Okay. So like I was saying, I can go back and remembering being so young and thinking, and already thinking like that I'm ugly. Also thinking like that maybe my skin was too dark, or because I didn't look like the other little girls, and living like that for all of my life, I could say, like through elementary, middle school, high school. It was hard, being a child and thinking those things. And I don't think that I told people. I don't think that I told my parents or even siblings that I felt that way, or that, maybe I know I've said it like now being older. Hold on. Now being older, I know I've shared with them like things that I felt as a kid and stuff, but I don't believe like when I was going through it that I would tell anybody. It was just something I felt. So now being an adult and being a mom, I don't want my kids to go through that. I don't want them to feel that way. I want them to know that they're beautiful no matter what size they are, no matter what color their skin is, no matter, you know, where, what they have. Like, and also to see other kids or other people in the same way. Like, I tell my son all the time, you don't judge someone by what they have or what they don't have. And I feel like in the time that we live now, there is so much bullying, there is so much going on in our kids' life. And it's hard. It's hard because as a mom, the mama bear comes out and you want to go and smack these kids and be like, what, like, how does your parents not, like, how is this happening? You guys are so young and you're being so mean, and it's just not okay. It is not okay. And so my son, I've always taught him, like, be nice to everyone. Don't, don't see people because of what they look like, what they have, what color is their skin, because what matters is the person. So I don't want my kids growing up thinking that, well, because I don't have the newest phone, I'm gonna be made fun of, or because I don't have the newest shoes, or whatever the case may be, or because I don't look a certain way. You know, so I feel like that is important to teach them self-love, self-worth, and to know that they're comfortable in who they are as a person and as they're growing up. Because since I went through it and I felt so awful most of my life, I don't want my kids to go through that. And maybe you didn't feel that way. Maybe you never had those like feelings. You never felt any of those things. Then you know, but our kids are, you know, the kids are different. So maybe you weren't overweight. Maybe you were, you know, like an athlete. Maybe you were popular or whatever. But maybe your kid isn't. Maybe your kid is different, you know. So you just need to be aware, like maybe you didn't go through it, but you don't want your kid to go through it either. So kind of just show them, teach them, you know, like to know their worth no matter what other people say. Don't worry about what people think about you. That's very important. I tell my son that all the time, because I talk about him more because he's the one that is in school right now. My daughter is only 3, so she's home with me. But even her, you know, she's so little, but I tell her every day that she's beautiful. And every day I'm like, you're so beautiful, everything, you're so smart, you know, stuff like that, because I want her to know, you know. And even with my nieces and nephews, when I see them, I always try to tell them, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, you're so sweet, you're so smart, you know, because I feel like that is important for them to know. Because me being that person that went through that as a child and my young adult life, you need to, you know, hear those things. But now I know that even if I don't hear them, I know, you know, I know my worth. I know that no matter what size I am, and no matter, like I already shared in a previous video, that I have multiple sclerosis, and no matter with my daily struggles, I still know my worth, you know. So I think that's very important, for us to teach our kids, and to teach them not to bully, but also like not allow not allow those people that are mean to get to them, you know. Like it's just, you know, like my son is 11, he's in 5th grade, and recently he shared with me, and I'll ask him if it's okay that I share this part. If not, I'll cut it out. But he shared with me that 2 kids in his classroom were making fun of him because he didn't have the newest phone, an iPhone. He has a regular like Android phone. He's only 11. You know, I told him I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 18. So he has just a little phone in case of an emergency, to text me, call me, stuff like that. But he doesn't have like a new iPhone or anything like that. And he said some kids were making fun of him. They're like saying like, "Oh, you have an Android? That's so dumb. That's so dumb." And I said, "Well, what did you say back?" And he's like, "Nothing." He's like, "I just ignored them." But I felt bad because I'm like, why do they care? It's not their phone. Like, why are kids like this? I don't know. And I feel like those are the kids that their parents teach them about the value of things over the value of a person. And to me, that's so sad, you know. And I told him, just ignore them. I said, because that stuff doesn't matter. And I asked him, I said, do you feel like you need a new iPhone? Like, you know, obviously he would like one. What kid wouldn't want one? You know, even, you know, what person doesn't want the newest phone? But it's not important. It's not the things that matter. So to me, that's kind of like, I don't know. I just don't understand sometimes. Like, I know that we all try to do our best and stuff. And like, I always ask my son, like, how's school? What, did anything happen? And we always try to give him good advice. Not just me, but his dad too. You know, we always try to give him the best advice we can, and always, you know, telling him how smart he is and how handsome he is, because I feel like that's so important for boys and girls. So it's not just for girls, but, you know, for your sons, your daughters, it's very important, because being that person, like growing up with low self-esteem, when I was like in elementary, I went to a school where it was mostly white people. I think in my class I was the only colored person. I was the only Hispanic in there. So I grew up, I wouldn't say being ashamed, but being always insecure because I was dark, because of the color of my skin. And even like compared to my siblings, most of them are light skinned. So I always felt like I have one sister that me and her are similar in skin tone, but when I was in like, I think 5th grade, 4th and 5th grade or so-ish, my 2 older sisters had already moved out, so it was just me and my 2 younger siblings, and they are both light skinned. So I always felt like, you know, the odd one because my skin was dark, and I felt like that made me feel even uglier. And because I was chubby, like I said, I've been chubby most of my life as what I can remember. So growing up like that, you know, I don't want that for my kids. I want them to know that they're beautiful no matter what. So I feel like that's very important for us to share with our kids and for ourselves. So I tell myself like, oh, you know, you look good. Yeah, you look, you know, I have to, because you have to tell yourself like, why not, you know, not like to like make your head big or anything, or like think you're all that, not at all, but just to know that, you know, you're worthy, you're enough, you're beautiful. So that's important. And just knowing that, because growing up thinking that you're not, it's just awful. It's just awful. And sometimes kids can be cruel and kids can be mean, and they can say things that can really make you believe it. And you know, not everybody is strong, not everybody can get through it. You know, some people, you know, you hear about people committing suicide, you hear about people doing things, because not everybody can take it. So, you know, and I can say people said cruel things to me, probably since like 5th grade up. And not that it happened all the time, but there was always that one person that would make a comment about, it could be my skin, it could be my weight, or if I felt insecure because I didn't have what the other kids had. I didn't have the shoes the other kids had, or the clothes they had, or whatnot, or I didn't play sports and they did, stuff like that. So, you know, just but I'm thankful that now, even it took me so long, but now being the age that I am, I don't need that stuff. That stuff doesn't, those things don't put me down. You know what I mean? Because somebody else has a better house than I do, or they have a better car than I do, or a better whatever it could be. That stuff to me, yeah, it's beautiful, and you know, they're beautiful things, and that's amazing that they can have them. But if I can't, that's okay. That, you know, that I'm happy with what I have. And that's what I think too is very important, that we teach our children, besides like the self-love and stuff, to always be grateful for what we have and not want what other people have that we don't have. Because I feel like that is also something that people, I would say myself, that I've worked through. Like, there's no need to compare yourself like physically or materially to anybody else, you know. Be grateful for what you have, and obviously have goals. Heck yeah, have goals and reach those goals. You know, like my goal right now is to work on my health. I want to lose weight, I want to be healthy, and that's my goal, and I'm going to reach my goal. You know, obviously, you know, like I would love to do renovations to our home. Those are goals I have, and that's okay to have those goals. It's okay to want to improve things and stuff. That's not what I mean, like not to be content with what you have, but be grateful with what you have. And if you want more and better, you know, you have to work hard and save, and you'll get there, you know, but not feeling sorry like, oh man, they have that and I don't. No, not at all. And I'm not like that, and I am not raising my kids to be like that. Like, if they have a nice car, great, you know. I'm okay with what I have. Obviously, like if when I'm ready, or when we have the finances to get something better, and we do, that's awesome, you know. But now I'm not desiring it or being sad or anything like that. My parents did not raise me that way, and I'm so grateful for that, because I know that some people can be like that, and I'm not like that. Material things don't mean nothing. They're beautiful, and it's awesome, you know, if you can have them, but it's not like, that's not like where everything's at. So yeah, I don't know, those are just some words I wanted to share with you about self-love and growing and just teaching our kids. And always remember to tell them and encourage them and just teach them to know their worth, because that is so important. It is so important. And it took me a long time to find mine, but I finally found it. I finally learned to love myself and look in the mirror and love what I see. Obviously always we can improve, and you know, that's what I'm working on, but improving on the inside and the outside, which is the best thing, and being happy, because that's all, you know, just being happy is probably like the best thing, I would say. Like, to being happy with yourself. That's what I mean. Like, finally being happy with who you are. And I sometimes I wish I could go back and tell that girl, me, my younger self, like, you're gonna get through it, and don't listen to what these people say. You're beautiful. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Like, I wish I could go back and tell her and give her a big old hug and tell her, like, you're gonna be fine. I wish I could do that. And that's why, like, I hope that if somebody needs to hear these words, if you're going through something, or you feel like crap, or you are maybe in a place where you don't love yourself and you don't feel worthy, like, just keep going. Just keep going, because you are worth it. You are beautiful, and you're worth so much. And, you know, this is just a reminder to remind you that don't let things get to you. You know, when you have goals, just focus on your goals. And, you know, not every day is going to be great. You know, some days we might slip up, but don't stay there. You know, just keep going. Like, you can reach your goals. Maybe it takes us a little longer than others, and that's okay too, but you're working at it, and that's what counts. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope my words helped you in any sort of way. And I just appreciate you stopping by and listening to what I have to say. I really enjoy this. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here with me. I'm really enjoying creating these videos. It's fun. I love doing it. The editing does take a while, because I'm still like, I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying my best. You know, like, I'm just doing what I can, but I really do enjoy it. I love it. So I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in my next one. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.